Welcome to another episode of Tick Tock Next Block. I'm here in this green coat that my wife doesn't like for me to wear on camera because it's cold up in here. But it's not cold for me. I'm an old Norse man. JK, I could do this with my shirt off. I have done it with my shirt off. The people didn't like that. They weren't ready for that. So get your Lightning wallets out. It's time for some Satoshis to flow directly from Bitcoin Well over to you. We're going to see if my mom can make it work today. While we are pulling that up, let's review the rules. Tick Tock Next Block is the live Bitcoin game show that you play for 1 million Satoshis. You got to answer 14 questions in a row. What does that say? 634 sats? Hey, it's better than nothing. You will get 3 resources to help you play this game. You can call upon them any old time. If we have a player in the studio today, we might have Alfredo. Alfredo signed up to play, but he didn't choose a day. So we'll see if Alfredo is somewhere in the chat. If he is, we will pull him in, but we're not going to let that slow us down, okay? Because I know that my mom and Renato are, I say chomping at the bit. I think Anna Bevan tells me it's champing at the bit. She's horsey like that. Don't worry about it. Let's go to the leaderboard here. This is unchanged because Senor Gringo, who is in the chat, shout out to my boy. He made a run. He got the first question wrong last week. We both forgot that you can turn in all 3 resources for a second life in exchange for no safety net. Normally, when you get a question wrong, you go back down to the previous. I cut your sats in half. I send you on your way to play another day. He, Ciao, Angelis Beniamino. Anyways, he got about halfway through the game, and then he lost. So no movement on the leaderboard. Suleiman, the Pakistani Colossus, is still on top. I see Candy is in the chat as well. So we shall see. That leaderboard could get shaken up. This is the Chatillionaire leaderboard. This is where the real action is these days. I put my mom, number 28, in black at the top so that you could see she has maintained her position far out ahead of everyone else. She's absolutely going crazy answering questions. Dante, his name is in orange this week. He is the only player that actually moved from last week. So he has actually jumped up and has now tied with Suleiman for second place on the Chatillionaire leaderboard. I think we should jump into question number 1 for this week. Alfredo, if you're in the chat, sign up on the calendar for a specific day, and then you can come play with me for the serious Satoshis. All right, Chatillionaires, be the first person to answer in the chat. You will win 1,000 Satoshis from us, paid at the end of the following month, just so we're crystal clear on the communication. 47,000 Satoshis. Sat Chats is building the world's biggest what? Is it A, mining farm, B, decentralized exchange, C, Bitcoin welcome center? Where's my music, Reg? D, Bitcoin theme park? Put it in the chat. Suleiman, if you, and this is a good strategy, if you get to the 1 million sats question with all 3 resources intact, well, if you get, if you don't know the answer to the question, you could use all 3 resources to give you and your AI tool as much time as humanly possible to try to get the answer right. Or you could make a guess, get it wrong, turn in all 3 resources, and now you're only choosing from 3 potential answers instead of 4. So that's a possible strategy there. Okay. My mom is right. A Bitcoin theme park would be really fun. I'm not saying it won't happen one day. Satillionaires, share, comment, like, subscribe, boost us on social media, use the hype feature on YouTube. Send this to all your normie friends. Tell them this is the safest, easiest place to learn about Bitcoin. Get us to the point where we can operate indefinitely. And I swear to you, I will stack up enough Bitcoin to open up a theme park. All right. And nobody can do a theme park as good as I can because I have studied Walt's work and I know how to make it even better. I'm just saying I need the resources. Okay. Let's move on to it's the Bitcoin Welcome Center, though, by the way. It's the Bitcoin. Obviously, let's begin with the world's biggest Bitcoin Welcome Center, and then we'll just attach a theme park to it, y'all. Okay, we'll attach a theme park to it. One of the roller coasters we'll have to name it after Suleiman. The Suleiman slider, 59,000 satoshis. Okay, let's see if you were paying attention yesterday. Suleiman liked the thumbnail, so he should be able to get this one right. Who hosted this week's short stack? Is it A, number 38 Lion, B, number 40 Anna Bevan, C, number 27 Mom? That's a typo on my part, y'all. She's number 28, or D, number 0 Chris? Alfredo, I see you in the chat. Something came up, no problem. Satchats.com. Click on sign up to play Tick Tock Next Block. It'll take you to our new form, Alfredo. Our new form has like a calendar, and then you can pick the actual day. The correct answer is A, number 38 Lion. It looks like my mom got the first question right, and then at 21 JFTX came in. Hey, my guy. Can I say negro? That's okay, right? I mean, that's Spanish. I'm not, no slurs here, but my boy Negro, I see him. You must have came over from Noster. Thank you. Negro, I see you make a bunch of cute AI, like little plushy collectible minifigures. I'm kind of waiting on mine. Like I check my Noster. I'm like, hey, when is my boy Negro going to like tag me on Noster with some cool stuff, right? Because I see you miniaturize Bitcoin creators, and then they look like a cute collectible minifigure. I'm like, dog, where me at, bro? Where me at? Okay. Donde está? All right. So Bitcoin, 83,000 bills, bro. It's all good because I started stacking in the 60s, but come on, y'all. Where that 125K at? I don't get it. I don't get it. Bitcoin is the greatest of all time. It is literally the money of the future. It has literally already won the war against every other form of money, and we're hanging out at 82,772 bucks, according to number 60 Simple Steve's UTX Oracle. Bro, I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to stack Satoshis and be happy, you know, because 10 years from now, it ain't gonna be $83,000. All right. No, Suleiman, you can answer the questions because number one, you got to go to your cousin's house, get the good internet. Number two, you need to use your AI tool to turbocharge and somehow answer faster than anybody else. Let's go to question number 3. This is worth 75,000 Satoshis when you are playing the game with me in the studio. Why did Gwen finally decide to get some Bitcoin? Okay. Our guest this week, did she have A, fear of a meteor strike? B, did she want to become a day trader? C, did she want some casino style thrills? Or D, did she have some FOMO? She was like, you know what? I'm just going to get some in case it catches on. Buenos dias. Guerrero Rant, what's going on, brother? Tenemos los satillonarios en el estudio hoy con Negro de Noster. All right. Okay. What am I seeing here? It looks like Senor Gringo came in lickety split on that one. Gwen did, in fact, decide to get some Bitcoin in case it caught on. She had some of that fear of missing out. I'm actually speaking to Gwen about her company, Canaan, sponsoring our show. So, your task today, I'm going to give you some, I'm going to give you a handful of tasks, boys and girls, because you all are my megaphone onto the internet. I'm kind of a shy guy, you know. I just want to hang out and talk about Bitcoin. I'm not the best at like putting myself out there, you know. I just like to hang out in my studio and think about Bitcoin. So I need your help. Tag Canaan.io on Noster, Twitter, wherever they appear and say, hey, we love Sat Chats. We know Gwen is thinking about sponsoring the show. Y'all need to sponsor the show. She's also thinking about giving us a space heater that we can give away to you Satillionaires. Who wants to heat their home with Bitcoin? 95,000 Satoshis. All right. This is another one from this week. Hope you were watching Monday's episode. What is Paul's number? Is it A, number 7, B, number 9, C, number 12, or D, number 99? All right. Yeah, I see Senor first for the last question in my chat. And it does come down to what we see in the studio. You guys know how the internet is. The signal might return to you faster than it gets to us. You might feel your first, but it's up to our chat. Flag on the play. JFTX wants he wants a review. You know what we need to do too, Reggie, is we need to throw the chat up on the side when it's time for people to throw their responses in. And then they might be able to see what we see in terms of the order of the answers. Because what I see is Senor again with the correct answer first. And then JFTX, I see him guessing number 7. Nah, dog. Paul's number is number 9. Number 7 is, I believe, Sarah. I'm still trying to get her to come back on the show. Her original episode number 7, was about whether she should sell her Satoshis to take a trip to Paris and buy some designer handbags. So you'll have to watch that episode. Go way back to season 1. That was a good episode. Paul is number 9. Jack is number 12. He's the first ever to come back for his Bitcoin baby update. And number 99, of course, is my wife, the greatest of all time. Babe, I love you. If you're watching, you're the greatest. If you're not, you're still the greatest. And Suleiman, we need a new format for the Chatillionaires. Let me know what you mean by that, Suleiman. How can we improve this game here? Okay, so I think it's time for us to show the thumbnail for Monday's episode. Okay. Now, JFTX, you do need to take notes. That's what my mom does. She takes notes. She goes into the show notes and finds the episode number. She finds the guest number. She puts some salient moments down. Now, it looks like we have 2 thumbnails that we can choose from. Monday's episode is with another Bitcoin content creator. She is from Gen Z. She's got a show on YouTube. We had a great chat about why Gen Z is adopting Bitcoin and how Gen Z basically kind of got the short end of the stick. Her name is Nikki, number 164, Nikki. Let me know if you like our traditional thumbnail with our bright blue background. It's got the Bitcoin Welcome Center behind it with all of us on it, or our editor, Sam, who I believe belongs to Gen Z. He made the one on the right. We got her face front and center. We got a couple of words. We got a big old Bitcoin. It looks like here My mom likes the Gen Z one. Renato likes the one with just Nikki. So we've got 2 votes. Honestly, that's my vote as well. So I think we're gonna go with Gen Z gets Bitcoin. Do we even need the Sat Chats, the Bitcoin podcast on that thumbnail, or does that get a little too busy? Do you know what I mean? Do we need to strip our little watermark off and just have more of her body and the words and the Bitcoin? Let me hear from you real quick whether you like having our little name and our identifier, or do we strip that sucker off and just try to be more bold with the visuals, right? Because all I think about these days, besides securing more sponsorships and affiliations and Bitcoin being at $82,856, is our thumbnails and our titles. You know what I mean? All right, just leave it as is. All right. We got our thumbnail for Monday. Tune in to Nikki's episode and subscribe to our channel, subscribe to her channel. Okay. Include the logo for us. Sat Chats is okay. Hey, how fun is it to work on this business with me? You guys are literally on my team. Let's go. All right. And when we have a bashmillion people, because we're creating content not for the 3% of the world that has Bitcoin, but the 97% of the world that doesn't, you guys will be among our day ones when we have 8 billion subscribers. Let's go to the next question here. We are now officially in the medium difficulty tier. You better come correct. 120,000 Satoshis when number 9 Paul says cash is king. What do I hear is king? A, US dollars. B, the most prevalent medium of exchange. C, credit cards. Or D, gold coins. Let me know what you got. All right, let me check on what Suleiman said here. Okay, Suleiman's going to let me know what kind of format he's thinking about for the game show. Senor Gringo Poppy did let me know that Young Gravy is a Bitcoiner. We need to get Young Gravy on the show. Here's what I heard. When Paul said cash is king, I heard the most prevalent medium of exchange is king. I saw a post on Noster by Lynn Alden. Shout out all my Noster peeps in the chat right now. I am trying to be on that platform because we know it's the way of the future. She said that the amount of money printing in 2025 was 5%. So they added 5% to the supply. I mean, dude, cash is not king. It's just the most prevalent medium of exchange. And as soon as everybody realizes that it is not that good, and you get punished for saving in cash. It's so bad. It's so bad. So you're telling me that all of the money I worked my butt off for in 2025, you basically extracted 1 out of every $20 that I earned on top of the $2 to $4 that you taxed me out of that 20. Like, dude, come on, man. How am I supposed to get ahead if I'm on this treadmill that is just getting steeper and steeper and steeper of an incline until I finally fall off of the back of it and I'm dead? And then what? My son picks up the torch and continues to work hard for your money that is... Oh, all right. I'm just going to flex. Okay. Resentments are the luxury of normal men. Okay. Whew. We're just going to stack Satoshis and we're going to try to welcome in as many brand new Bitcoiners as humanly possible. Let's go to the next question before I get too angry. 152,000 Satoshis. What app does Gwen use that can round up her purchases into Bitcoin? A, Acorns. B, Robinhood. C, Revolut, or D, Cash App? Suleiman says we need a new format because I can't answer first. Okay. All right. So the new format is it sounds like what Suleiman really wants is not necessarily a change in the game. He just wants us to broadcast the show from like a server in Pakistan so that he has the lowest latency and can be the first to answer. Now, JFTX, you need to tell us where you are because my mom feels like you're answering quickly. Are you in America? Where are you? Don't dox yourself. Just give us your region. The correct answer is acorns. Anna Bevan, help me remember too, because I need to reach out to them as well. They are a slam dunk. So let's put them on the list along with Blue Stripe. Acorns is like kind of like a banking app, and they can automatically round up your purchases and then they drive it into the Bitcoin ETF. So, hey, it's paper Bitcoin. All right. Don't at me. It's better than nothing. I thought that was kind of interesting. Revolut is actually an exchange in Europe that Delphine talked about. And then Cash App, of course, Jack Dorsey. Don't let me forget about Cash App either. Golly. If we got Jack Dorsey to sponsor this show, bro, are you kidding me? Let's go to question number 7. Texas. Okay. I was born in Texas, JFT. I'm from Austin. My dad was born in Texas. He grew up in Waco. What do I want to make for my first 99 guests? What do I want to make for my first 99 guests? A, Sat Chats ball caps. B, custom sunglasses. C, baseball jerseys. Or D, logoed hoodies. Logoed hoodies. Renato dropping the in pub. Let's go. Let all the Noster people let me know in the chat that you're here. Senor, I see JFTX was first with the answer A last time. He actually dropped it in twice. Then Senor, then Dante. I see JFTX first again with the answer C. He is correct. It's baseball jerseys. I want to make a baseball jersey with our logo. You know, the guest's name would be along the top and then their number would be on the back, right? I think that would be a really nice gift to my first 99 guests. Of course, I need to figure out a gift for my next 99 guests and just keep it rolling. You know what I mean? All I want to do is give things away here on this show. Now, 7th inning stretch means we go back to Bitcoin Well for some more Satoshis. Grab your lightning. Not Waco, Ozona. Grab your lightning wallets. Okay. Bitcoinwell.com/satchats if you want to stack Satoshis directly into self-custody. We're going to drop a coin in the well. I also just signed alert. I just signed an agreement to be an affiliate of River right here. Wait, that's Strike. Sorry, Jack Maulers. Do come on the show. River. So my dad and I have both had really good experiences with River. Grab the 415 Satoshis. If Bitcoin Well's emphasis on self-custody is a little too much for you in the beginning, I am going to be recommending River, at least for those in the United States, as a really simple way to get started. And I just learned that I can set up a feature that automatically sweeps the Satoshis into self-custody. So I think once I get to 1 million sats, I'll just have River automatically send it to my own wallet that I control. So, all right. Better stop at the casino on the way home. JFT, literally however much you want to spend at the casino on the way home, just buy Bitcoin. All right. Maybe you go to bitcoinwell.com/satchats. Maybe you wait until I have a URL from River. Then you make that happen, right? Everybody watching, if you end up signing up at River, that will help me convince them to sponsor us. So hold, you know what I mean? This is going to be like Braveheart. I'm like, hold, you know what I mean? Don't release your arrows. And then when I get the URL, then we'll go. Kristen, I just saw you text me. If you're watching me live on YouTube, I'm thinking about 12:30 for lunch. All right. I see you text me. I can't respond right now. Let's go into question number 8. This is the last question in the medium difficulty tier. What movie do I use to teach my son Lion about hard and soft forks in Bitcoin? Is it A, Inception, B, The Matrix, C, The Terminator, or D, Star Wars, A New Hope? JFTX is beaming his answers up to Elon's satellite, and Elon's satellite is just shooting that information directly to our hardware here in the studio. Let's see here. River lets you withdraw for free once a month. Okay. So the correct answer is B, The Matrix. It does look like my mom got that correct first, at least on my end. We did have an absolutely killer thumbnail for that, which featured my son in Matrix style sunglasses with forks. We even got a comment from Suleiman. Anna Bevan, I don't know if you saw this. Suleiman commented and said that he liked the thumbnail for yesterday's episode. I felt an incredible sense of achievement. And I wasn't even the one that did the thumbnail. Whoa. But that felt good. We just want you satillionaires to be happy with the content that we are producing, because the happier you are, the more you interact with it, the more you share it with others, the more YouTube is like, hey, these guys are worth something, and we grow from there, right? I need your help to grow this channel, to grow this company. The Matrix is an amazing movie. Watch it if you haven't yet. Tuesday's episode is now on deck. Okay. We had a conversation with Tom. Now, this one is wild. Tom went to high school with me. He was a couple of years before me. His whole family was like one of those Raleigh dynasties. I bet my mom went to school with their parents. Anyways, Tom came back into my life recently, and I recognized him. And he came on the show. It's a really good episode for brand new Bitcoiners. We just got to talk about what Bitcoin is, like why saving in dollars is kind of a bad idea, and why saving in Bitcoin is a better idea. So I liked that. Okay, it looks like my mom texted Kristen about when we're going to have lunch today. See, the whole crew is here. My whole crew is here. You guys are my day ones. You guys are my Turks. All right. Like, we are going to go all the way. We're going to go all the way. We're going to be the biggest channel on YouTube because we're the world's biggest Bitcoin welcome center, period. We are the only ones that do what we are doing. We are sitting here literally making brand new Bitcoiners and documenting some of the coolest Bitcoiner stories out there, giving away Satoshis, educational videos, live game shows. What more could you want? It's almost as good as the American dream. Check that out. I love that. Don't become a member yet because we're still fiddling with the price ranges. We had the price ranges set last week, but then we got tricked by Apple, which adds a 15 to 30% commission when you sign up inside the YouTube app on your Apple device. It's completely busted. So we got tricked and we're like, we need to lower the price so that YouTube adds whatever it adds and gets to the price point that we're interested in charging. We got tricked by Apple, y'all. Dude, and it's a huge pain to change the tiers. But poor Regmaster has to do it all over again. Don't become a member yet. By this, maybe we'll announce it. Maybe we'll announce it on YouTube when our membership tiers are actually correct. Okay. You'll be able to come in at the starter tier to sponsor another brand new Bitcoiner. The middle tier gets you access to a private Telegram for Satillionaires. The top tier gets you early access to videos. It gets you the Sat Chats tall stacks as well, where I'm going to go deep with a Bitcoiner for 2 to 3 hours. It's going to be way too technical, way too far down the rabbit hole for the main feed. Okay. So I'm excited about that last one. I'm excited about all the tiers. But we need to fix those because Apple tricked us. Let's go to the next question. This is now the beginning of the hard tier. 308,000 Satoshis when you play the game with me. Why didn't Sylvia use testnet for her Bitcoin hands-on book? A, it's illegal in the US. B, the fees are too high. C, it's not stable enough. Or D, it doesn't do seed phrases. I've got a meeting with Miss Miller at 12:15, and then my special is at 1:50. Okay. Let's let her know. My wife is my primary customer. My wife is my primary customer, y'all. All right. When she has a question, I answer it. The answer to this question is C, it's not stable enough. Testnet is not stable enough. It sounded like it was like a Bitcoin test network where you could play around, but maybe there's not enough people messing around with it. There's not enough activity to actually push transactions for you. So she just used Bitcoin itself. And why not? Bitcoin just works. So JFTX, his strategy here, he's watching the show on his TV. I love the idea that I'm gigantic on your TV in Oklahoma. Let's go. And then he's replying to chats on the MacBook. So maybe his MacBook is a little faster than his TV. All right. I love that JFTX is putting his speeds in the chat. Here's the power of my internet connection. Chatillionaires are comparing the strength of their internet connection with one another in the chat. They're trying to get every edge they can in this game. I love the competitiveness. I can't wait till you all are competing against like 500 people who are playing this game. You know, right now I can see we've got like maybe 13 people in the chat, which is a lot of fun. But just wait till it's like, whoa, 500 people who are playing. All right. Question number 10 for 390,000 Satoshis. We got to slow this down here. Which two Gwens do I reference in Gwen's episode? Is it A, Gwen Stacy and Gwyneth Paltrow? B, Gwen Stefani and Gwen Stacy? C, Gwyneth Paltrow and Spider-Gwen? Or D, Gwen Stefani and Spider-Gwen? Ooh, a lot of Gwens. Yum. I pretty much only drank coffee so far today, so I need to hydrate up. And like Lionel Burns says, you can't choose where you get lost. The correct answer for question number 10 is D, Gwen Stefani and Spider-Gwen. Dude, Gwen Stefani was huge in the 90s. I think my sister had the No Doubt album. I think I got the Everclear album. Dude, back in the 90s, like BMI would send you a paper catalog and you would put a check mark next to the CDs you wanted and you would mail that back to them and then they would mail you the CDs. and I think it was, like, cheaper than buying it in the store. I also remember, um, you would go into the store and, like, the CDs would have, like, the parental advisory on the outside, like, explicit content. One time I bought a tape. I bought a tape, y'all, with, it wasn't Green Day, it was the other people. It was the band that was like, "Hey, hey, you gotta, keep them separated. Hey, things alright. If you're under 18, you can do it anytime." Who was the name of that band? Anyways, there were curse words on it. I think I was in elementary school, and my mom, who was in the chat, she found that tape, and I got in trouble. Yo, I got in trouble for the curse words on the tape. And, that was not a comfortable feeling, and I never did it again, all right? I'm not a big rule breaker. That's why I like that Bitcoin is run by rules. Renato is asking, did he win that one? I see JFTX with C, then I see Renato with D. So it looks on my end like Renato picked that one up. So now Senor has to just listen along. I gotcha. Well, Senor, while you're listening along, make sure to tweet Young Gravy. Tell him he needs to come, tell his Bitcoin story to us on the show. And we will bring him on. There are like some celebrity. Oh, do we AB, should we let him know who we booked? Yes? All right, all right, all right. Breaking news. In February, we are going to be taping an episode with Natalie Brunell. She has agreed to come tell us her Bitcoin story. I am excited. You all told me after Rajat's episode that you liked seeing Bitcoin content creators get the Sat Chats treatment, because where else are you going to go all the way back to where that person was a brand new Bitcoiner? I love Natalie Brunell's show. I don't really miss her weekly updates. Those weekly news blocks are fire. I feel like I get everything I need. And then that's it for me, right? Because most podcasts are focusing on today's headlines or tomorrow's predictions. Nobody's going back and saying, "Hey, Natalie, where were you when you first heard about Bitcoin? Where were you when you stacked your first sats? How did it feel to stack your first sats? How did it feel to become a Bitcoiner?" So, Renato, I agree. She does have beautiful eyes. Every time I see Natalie, I want to stack more sats. That's all I'm going to say. So I'm excited to have her on the show. We are just going to be going up forever, y'all. We're going to be going up forever. And we did take down the names of the other content creators that you guys want to see. There's the one guy who's been buying $1 worth of Bitcoin a day. There's Matt from Bitcoin University. You guys help us with Matt from Bitcoin University. Maybe go into the comments of his videos and let him know that you guys want him to come on our show. Renato, I did see that you tagged me on Nostr to like try out that AQSTR, where I can kind of like boost my signal on Nostr by offering Satoshis. So I'm going to check all that out. I did go to bitcoinsponsorships.com, Renato. I applied for all the opportunities there. So I really love that you all have found this channel early and that you've decided it's worth something and that you're using your tools to help boost our signal. It is awesome. Thank you for doing that. Let's go on to question number 11. In which show this week did Anna Bevan say buy the dip by herself? Is it A, number 9, Paul, B, Number 162, Gwen. C, number 163, Sylvia. Or D, none of the above. Each time she said Ithaca Hummus reminds us to buy the dip, I came in there and said, buy the dip along with her. Or did I leave her hanging? Did I leave her hanging? JFTX BitKey is out for delivery. Dude, we spoke to the BitKey guys in Las Vegas. They would be a great sponsor for us. Seems like it's a really simple device. Might be the perfect fit for brand new Bitcoiners. The correct answer is A, number 9, Paul. It looks like Dante got that correct, which is shocking. You would think that my mom would get that correct first. What's going on, Mom? Did your laptop run out of energy? That one should have been for you right there. 624,000 Satoshis is number 12. How many literal forks did Lion and I have in our short stack this week? Is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4? Got to be quicker on the keyboard, Mom. Dante absolutely stole that from you. Stole it from you. Okay. All right. Remembering the structure of my own show here. Lion and I had 3 forks. 3 forks. Check out that episode. Lion is a crazy man. And he opened up the show by whispering and by like tinkling one fork against another in an attempt to produce some ASMR for you all. I absolutely love spending time with my son. I love when he can come on the show. Like my dad, I hope he takes over the business when I'm dead and gone. How much fun would that be? Multi-generational YouTube channel. Has it ever been done before? I don't know. JFTX, not correct. Dante, again, coming in before my mom with the correct answer. It was really interesting, too. Lion was able to take 2 forks and like smush them together and make a crazy fork that looked like this to try to illustrate a hard fork in Bitcoin. That's when you change the rules and you can't really go back if you want to continue using Bitcoin. So kind of interesting. I'm glad you watched that one, JFTX. That was a lot of fun. We might get some winter weather again here in Raleigh. So you might see Lion hosting some more shows again next week because they close those schools and the roads are totally fine. Wednesday's episode, let's put it up on the screen. Wednesday's episode for next week is with David. So this guy, he like drew a distinction between money and currency. I can't explain it the way he explained it, but it made sense when he explained it. And so we had kind of a wild conversation. He also talked about 2 Zimbabwe families. They both saw that hyperinflation was coming, like around the time of the pandemic. One multi-million-dollar Zimbabwe family converted everything from Zimbabwe cash over to gold. The other multi-million-dollar Zimbabwe family did not do anything. And like within a few years, the multiple millions of dollars that the one Zimbabwe family had was protected in gold. And the multi-million dollars for the other family couldn't even get them a loaf of bread. Dude, couldn't even get them a loaf of bread. Like, dude, could you, if I were here in America and I had saved up like $6 million and felt like I was gonna be okay for the rest of my life, and then the control of the money gets away from the government. They print and print and print, and, like, they start printing $1,000 bill, then they print, like, a $10,000 bill, a $100,000 bill, $1,000,000 bill, a $1 billion bill, a $1 trillion bill, and now a Coca-Cola is $6 million. Dude, how would you feel if you had saved up millions of dollars of your country's paper and within years you can't even buy a loaf of bread with the same amount of money? Like, dude, I don't even know how much I can say about what I would do. Like, we might get kicked off the internet here. JFTX has 4 correct answers going into the extremely difficult number 13 question. Dante has 3. He is on fire. My mom and Senor have 2. Renato has 1. My mom is disputing this. She will fight for every single possible correct point she can get. She doesn't want to ever give up her spot at the very top of the Chatillionaire leaderboard. I hope my mom is up there forever, y'all. Okay. Question number 13 is designed to be very, very difficult, and it's designed to usually be about Bitcoin. So what was Sylvia's warning about the Sparrow wallet on her episode this week? Was it that A, there was a fake update pushed out by email, B, a fake installer that wipes out wallets, C, a fake version of Sparrow Wallet in the App Store, or D, a fake GitHub repo that will steal your seed phrase? JFTX. I think I see him first. Now I see my mom. Now I see Dante. Renato. You guys must all be putting this in at the same time. And then it does take a second to get in. Ugh. I'm seeing JFTX is in there first with the correct answer. She talked about how there is a fake version of the Sparrow wallet in the App Store. That is wild. Apple is over here charging commission on top of my YouTube memberships, making them less affordable and basically running roughshod over the design, my beautiful design of the different tiers and the pricing. They're letting fake Sparrow wallets hang out in the App Store. Come on, Apple. Where you at, bro? My wife moved to an Apple smartphone recently. She's got no idea where any of this stuff is. These Apple devices are jacked up. You need to use Android, folks. You need to use Graphene OS, but that's a different story. So make sure if you're going to download the Sparrow wallet to your desktop that you are getting the correct one. I mean, really, you can just go to the website, download it directly from the website. Make sure you're on the correct website. There's a lot of scammers out there. All right. So Thursday's episode, we have not taped that yet. So we don't have any thumbnails for you. We can talk to you about 2 things. Number 1, we are in post-production on our very first super short stack. The name of the YouTube video is called Stop Working Next Year with Bitcoin. I tell you exactly how much Bitcoin you need to buy each week this year if you want to retire next year. Spoiler alert, it relies on Rajat's insane Bitcoin spreadsheet very heavily. So if you don't have that yet, go to Rajat's episode and go into the show notes, and you should see a link for his Bitcoin spreadsheet. It is crazy. I can also let you know that we have broken ground on an educational mini-series for Salt. Salt is one of our sponsors. They do Bitcoin loans. They want an educational mini-series focused on the concept of living a Bitcoin powered life. What kind of Bitcoin powered life outcomes are out there? Some of their customers have gotten a Bitcoin loan in order to pay for the cost of adopting a kid. It's not cheap. Some people have gotten a Bitcoin loan because they want a brand new Cybertruck. Some people get a Bitcoin loan to go on a sabbatical from work and kind of supplement their income. Um, I'm thinking about getting a Bitcoin loan from Salt to pay my taxes this year so that I can kind of like keep my Bitcoin, keep the cash in my account, get some cash out of the Bitcoin. Boom, there's your tax money, Gouvernement, right? And then I could use the cash I didn't spend to buy more Bitcoin in case I need to cure the loan. Whatever. I'm thinking about it. We had a lot of fun yesterday talking about the different things you can do. Our head of post-production, Reggie, he wants to get I guess it's like a Chevrolet Suburban because he has a billion kids and he doesn't have enough room for all their car seats anymore. You know, we've got all these different use cases for living a Bitcoin powered life. So we think that's going to be a really impactful mini series. But we're still working on the super short stack. Stop working next year with Bitcoin. So we need to shoot a short stack in the studio next week to publish on Thursday. We ain't got no thumbnail for that yet. All right. Let's get into I do want to reach the level of the Exit Manual YouTube channel as well, Suleiman. I have shown that to Anna Bevan. I've shown that to Zara. I think I showed it to Reggie. I think Zara shared it with Harold. So, and I'm trying to get Julian to come on the show, Suleiman, since he's another Bitcoin content creator. So he is crushing it. And I think if we can produce videos at that level, they will punch above our weight. It'll bring new viewers in and new subscribers who will discover that we have a solid daily podcast and live game show to go with these high quality educational videos. You know what I mean? We are going to have it all. All right. Million Satoshis for 1 million Satoshis. This is the moment. If you were playing this game with me in the studio, how many trees were on our table in number 9 balls show? Is it A, 2 trees, B, 3 trees, C, 4 trees, or D, 5 trees? If you were playing in the studio with me, you could win 0.01 Bitcoin. JFTX, you are correct. Rajat's spreadsheet is the King Kong of spreadsheets. It is insane. Woo. Oh, we got number 3, Justin, in the chat. I guarantee you came off of LinkedIn. Justin, did you click on me from LinkedIn because you were just checking your calendar and keeping your email inbox clean? I bet you saw the post on LinkedIn. All right, the correct answer. Let me see who got it right. My mom got this one correct. It's 4. There were 4. Now, JFTX, there are 3 large ones, but there's a tiny 4th tree in front of those 3 trees. It's a little hard to pull out, but it's there. It's there. And Justin, he did come to us from LinkedIn. Y'all, shout out to number 3, Justin. He's in the chat. His original episode was great. His Bitcoin baby update was even better. He came back on the show and said, guys, I've gone down the rabbit hole since appearing on your show. I sold my second home that I was renting out. I smashed it into Bitcoin, and now I'm the man. Okay. I gained 15 pounds of muscle and grew 3 inches taller because of how much I just smashed into Bitcoin. I got rid of that house. All right. It makes you better in real life. So my mom got that correct. Here's what I was thinking too. I was talking to Anna Bevan. I was like, you know what? We need to start putting little Easter eggs in the studio while we're taping just so we can, ask questions about them during the game show. Can we put something on the table? Can we put something on the shelves behind us? What kind of like little Easter eggs can we drop in there to really make this game challenging? So that's right. I'm the man. Thanks, Stuart. You are the man, Justin. Justin has the lowest number of anybody in the chat. He is number 3. That is about as low as it gets. All right. It's almost time to wrap up the show. We went over Nikki's episode, Gen Z. We went over Tom's episode, great beginner situation there. We went over David's episode. We talked about some of the short stacks that we have in the works that we feel are really going to wow you all. We got some more Satoshis. Justin, what we're about to do here is give away some Satoshis. Get your Lightning wallet out, Justin. I know you know enough about Bitcoin now to know what a Lightning wallet is and to have one handy. We're going to drop a coin into the Bitcoin well. The first to scan the QR code is going to get those Satoshis. Let's see if we can make that full screen as well, Reggie, and maybe move the little Bitcoin well QR code off so that it's as easy to scan for everybody. Get my nasty mug out of there. Nobody cares. Let's make that QR code as big as we can. Somebody is going to get 372 Satoshis. Bitcoinwell.com/satchats. If you want to stack directly into self-custody in the United States or Canada. River, we now have affiliation with in the US, but just wait for me to send you a link. Don't get a Bitcoin loan yet either if you're thinking about that. I'm going to have a link for Salt here in a minute, okay? Throw your boy some Satoshis. Way to go, Reggie. This guy is masterfully executing on our live stream from his homestead out there in eastern North Carolina that's full of like chickens and bunnies. I hope they survived the winter storm, y'all. All right. My mom, she really needs help with her Lightning wallet. She can't figure out how to do it. Suleiman has seen what I look like without my ball cap on and without my sunglasses because I used to be in cyber sales. Oh, back in the day where I had to show my face. Oh, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. All right. So subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. If you came from LinkedIn, if you came from Twitter, if you came from Noster, thank you for being here. We are giving away a silver coin with Bitcoin on it when we reach 3,000 subscribers. So we've got a 1 troy ounce of silver with Satoshi on the front. On the back, there's like a QR code or something with 50,000 Satoshis. When we hit 3,000 subscribers, we will draw one of your names on this game show and we will send you that silver coin. So let everybody know that they want this collectible silver coin. It's like a $300 coin. We will give that away to you all. Share this with everyone. Comment. Use the hype feature. Help YouTube figure out that we are worth something and that we are, worthy of more people seeing that we exist. You guys are amazing for coming on here. Hit the like button. Do it all. Make it happen. It's time for me to go have lunch with my wife at the time that works best for her and her day. I'll catch you on Monday. Stay safe in this winter weather if you're here in Raleigh with me.